Okay guys, this is it, Raids 3 or Tombs of Amascut, whatever you want to call it. A new raids into RuneScape, and we're going to go solo and entry mode one. So let's just set up a group and get in. The first rune we're killing is Baba, the monkey boss. Each boss has a challenge before it. This one was the one I struggled with the most. So it's pretty straightforward. Basically you get monkey spawns that you have to kill and you get continuous waves. Each monkey does something different, so the first monkey to spawn are melee, then you get range, and then you get mage. You also notice that you get these red skulls on 4 pillars around the room, and there's 4 vents around the room. You have to fix the pillars and cleanse the vent just with the potion that's in the inventory. So you just need to kill the monkeys each wave and do as quickly as you can, really. There are also 3 other monkeys that will spawn in a minute. So this is the first different monkey. This is a shaman that basically just keeps spawning thralls. You'll keep spawning them until you kill the shaman, which can be annoying but not bad for healing up on. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because this takes a while. It's quite simple in a solo because I see everything, I can fix everything whenever it glows up, but in a 2-man or 3-man, only one of you get the monkey vision. So you have to communicate where the skulls are, and you all have to do it, not just one person. As you can see top right, the other monkey there he just wanders around the room and drops a venom pool. Very annoying, but you freeze him and kill him straight away, it's not too bad. The other monkey, which I don't think we've had yet, it just rushes you and just blows up right next to you. You just gotta move away when it does that. Hits you about 20 or 30. If you don't do the vents at the pillars, you will also get another big hit, so it's really important you do that. So the spell I'm using there is called Blood Barrage. It does an AoE of the 9 tiles, heals you up, so really handy these little thrall ones, even though you don't really hit, it looks worse than it is, but really handy for just getting a quick heal off. And obviously killing them quickly. That was the last one, I think. Yeah, that was the last one. So now we'll go to the next room, which is the boss itself. Okay, so now time for Baba. I'm still not torn. I'm torn on how to do this boss. A lot of people say range is best, but I don't know. I find melee's better. So I do start off with range, basic protect range, and you just fire at it. But yeah, I found later on that melee was doing a lot more damage, so I don't know yet. I don't think we fully know which is best, but whichever suits you, I guess. I am using a rune crossbow, it's probably not the best weapon. Yeah, you range it, and after a while, some rocks will fall. Sorry, some monkeys will fall. Forgot about this. I'm not sure if we're supposed to kill these or what, but they take ages. They just blow up these coffins around the side, which then start doing little explosions. I'm not going to entry, so you can probably ignore them, which I have been doing, but I imagine you have to do it at higher levels. These are the rocks I was mentioning before. They fall down. You want to run next to a rock, because when he throws this thing, it hit you a lot of damage, but the rock takes a good chunk of it off you. There's also shadows that form on the floor, like that one there, bottom left. If you stand in that, you get hit, so run away. Not that difficult. Yeah, you see I've switched to melee now, and it feels quicker, and even now watching it back. When you're getting down to about 2/3 health, these balls start going down. Now one of them does look slightly different, slightly darker. It means it's breakable. Damage it. Run through the gap. Don't get hit. Pretty straightforward. You don't have to get to the top. I think it only does 5 runs of this, so we should have made it so you have to get to the top. It would have been a bit harder, but yeah, I don't know why they did it like this. So that's what happens if you get hit. There are invocations, I think they're called, that make these bosses harder, make them do daft things. So, like for example, that ball one, if you get knocked to the end, you just keep hitting damage. But there is something that turns on where you get dropped down the big hole that's already there. So, you know, you can make it more difficult. I've got it on super easy. There's nothing complicated about this. I mean, there's still a bit of a learning curve to do. Watching this back, I'm just panicking on some really stupid shit. So I was risking that way more than you ever should do, but yeah, it's only entry level. You can get away with mistakes like that, but so many times I got hit by those big rocks when you shun off. But yeah, simple enough, bit tricky, but nothing too bad. Up next is Zebka, the Crocodile Boss. Quite possibly the easiest boss out of all of them, in my opinion. So first off, the puzzle. I'm not going to waste a lot of time with this. You got a water plant. Run down here, fill it up, run back, water plant. There are agility things that you got to avoid, but if you get hit, you only get 50 health. If you don't get hit, you get to water 100 health, so you can just power through this without really trying that out. Compared to the monkeys, this is so easy, it's weird. Why would you make one so a bit of a challenge and that one's so easy? But anyway, up for the boss now. This one definitely is range. You need to range it. So it's pretty straightforward. Every now and again it'll spit something out of his mouth, so that's a rock, but that's classed as range, so protect range. Then it'll spell these poison pools. All you do is you get these water tanks, put it as close to those 3 rocks as you can. Once you get in there, you want to clear the area, which then cleans it because that's water. You clean that, stand behind a rock, and he does this like weird wave thing. Protects you, keep damaging it, keep protect range on when the rock's in the air, like this. This one is because he's going to spawn waves that come from each side of the room. But you can clean up the air to make it easier, but again, it's entry level, it's not too bad. Just make sure you're standing in the holes in the waves. Then again, clear the area. Another thing he does, but I'm not a clear shot of it yet, and something like this one here, this is protect mage, so you have to make sure as it explodes you change your prayer to protect mage. So if there was like a basket like that, protect mage. If he goes rock, protect range. So it should do another wave phase. Once he gets his health down to about a third left. Yes. I've seen one of the invocations for this where you get one hole instead of 3 holes like that, so you can definitely scale this to make it more challenging, but this is the first raid I've ever been on this game, so I'm going as easy as I can. So I think once you get down to about 100 health, these attacks start coming a lot quicker. In fact, they've already started coming a hell of a lot quicker, so you need to make sure you're getting your prayer flicks right. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, each boss drops a book and an item. Basically, you get the item, like the Fang in this case, and needs your MVP for that boss. That's it. Okay, so the next boss is Akka. This is probably my favourite boss. It's such a good little fight. The challenge is a bit boring, so again, I've sped it up. Basically, you have two statues and a pillar in the middle. One statue is firing out a light beam. You've got to angle that light beam to the furthest statue on the other side of the room. There's rocks that can and can't be mined, so yeah, you need to angle the mirrors to get the light beam to hit the other statue so you can mine the middle bit and get through the next gate. Like this, so you mine it. The better pickaxe you have, the more damage you'll do, so I didn't do a lot there. If I had a rune or a dragon dagger, pickaxe, sorry, you do a lot more damage. This video's getting long enough, so I just got to cut all that out. It's the same thing over and over. Direct the light to the other statue, mine the thing in the middle, move on. Okay, so now onto the boss. Interesting fight. Basically, you have to use all 3 attack styles. He has a protection prayer above his head, so in this case he's melee range, so you have to hit with mage. Hit with mage until I think he gets down to about a quarter of his health off, and then 4 shadows are spawned in each corner of the room. It's like a compass, basically. Okay, so this one he disappears and the 4 icons light up in the middle. Basically, you got to stand in that quarter of the compass. So lightning, skull, fire, with star shape. Don't know what that messed up there, but yeah, star shape. He comes back. He's changed his protection prayer, so you need to change to the correct attack style. So he's protecting mage and range. You have to hit him immediately. So this is where the 4 shadows spawn in each corner. Basically, pick one and you kill it, otherwise he's immune. Now the thing that took me ages to learn about this is you have to keep him in the corner of the shadow that you've killed, because I was dragging him everywhere trying to kill him, couldn't do anything. I thought it was bugged. Keep him in that corner where you killed the shadow and you can actually damage him. Another thing with this raid that I didn't show, you might notice almost like a cracker or a scroll in my inventory. That's basically raid supplies. When you kill 2 bosses, a ghost appears who gives you supplies. So as you can see, I've got the weird vials in my inventory. He gives you more Sour Brews, which you use to heal yourself, and restores, which restore your stats from the Sour Brew and Prayer. You get to choose between 3, but I'm not that clued up on the other stuff at the moment. I think one of them is like an emergency heal. It'll whack you up to full health. The other one, I feel like it does something for your special attack, but I actually don't know. I've not used them yet because I normally need the supplies more. The fight basically lasts long enough where you have to kill all 4 shadows in each corner and keep them there and get them down. As you can see, I've nearly killed him here, but the twist is, when you actually do kill him, if you actually ever do kill him, there we go. Once you kill him, he'll heal himself 80, and this is the bit that threw me, is all these white orbs just randomly appear. Basically, I dodge him, they hit your constant 10s, 11s, and 12s. So what he'll do is he'll take the shader, or take, what's the word, position of all 4 shadows in each room. You've got to run around the room, knock him down until you kill him, basically. Avoiding these white orbs, and these can stack up. I got quite lucky with a lot of the dodges on this one, but the first one, God, it nearly wiped me this. This video is mainly for my mates because they want to know what this new raid is, because I'm not shut up about it. Anyone who plays RuneScape and actually knows about this game, I'm using the lance because I don't have his Ami Spear anymore, so leave me alone. That's it, boss dead, and we move to the last boss. Now for the weirdest boss is Capri. Now this boss literally flings shit at you, and that's not even a lie. But the challenge room for some is the longest one if you get unlucky with some of the random puzzles. Basically there's 5 puzzles to do. The first one is turn each tower on one by one until they all light up. This one's basically Simon Says, you press a button, they light up, you stand on them. Don't know why I struggled with this, messed up a lot, but yeah. Each of these little 9 squares will light up, you stand on the right one, move around, you play Simon Says. And if we ever finish it, I'll tell you what the next puzzle is. So the next puzzle is a light puzzle, basically, which I ignored. You press on one tile, it turns 3 lights on. You have them all on, but you can cheat on it a little bit. You right click and you can just flip one on its own. So get them all on without, you need all 9 on, turns 3 on at a time. This one, you get given a random number. Each symbol has a different value. You have to make it equal to 41, which is what I got this time. And this is just a matching one. You go on each side, find the matching one, turn them all on, and then you get through to the boss. I sped this up quite a lot. Now onto the boss, it's not too difficult. You can easily get overwhelmed because it looks like there's a lot going on, but you can actually ignore a lot in this. So you basically melee it, and every now and again, every other attack, every time you hit it, it'll fire a fireball, move out of the way. It's going to land where you stood. Keep hitting it, move, hit, move, hit, move. Once you get it down the first time, well, it is the shit it flings at you. You get it down to 0. And spawn a big scarab in the top right left. Kill it as quickly as you can. There'll also be swarms that come and heal the boss. You can try and kill them if you want, but just let it heal up. It's not too difficult. There's also kamikaze scarabs that come and just blow up when you just move out of the way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He'll get to full health, full shield again. And just rinse and repeat, really. The only other thing worth noting about this boss is she does throw eggs around the room. You can kill them. I think if you kill some so many quickly, you get less of these ads. But you notice top left, there's a little ad there that's just constantly firing at me. Reduces the amount of those. So I only got one. I normally get two on a solo, so you can try and kill them if you want. They don't really do a lot of damage. Oh, I've got two actually. Weird. They don't really do much. They can be quite annoying though, while you've got everything else going on around you. But yeah, easy enough boss. This is basically it now. This is the shield gone. And once you've done this, you're into the last boss, which again you get the ghost that gives you more supplies. So yeah, nice and easy. On to the last boss. And now it's time for the final boss. Now this is technically two bosses and an obelisk. I'll explain what we're getting there. I have sped this up because this is quite a long fight. When you go and you start your fight with this NPC and there's an obelisk in the middle of the room that's powering the two wardens on each side. Now you can't stand in the way of those balls. It's basically charging up the wards on each side. But there's an easy way to dodge this. Once they get to full thing, they spawn these things which look awesome, but you run to the side, you avoid them. You power one up more than the other, you only get the red one and then the yellow one, so it's easier to dodge, but you can just stand to the edge of the room and avoid them easily. You just want to kill this obelisk as fast as you can in the middle. Keep avoiding these, obviously. Keep set mage up. Keep hitting this. Yeah, there's another attack that these do. I was trying to see if I could dodge it there, but it looks like it just targets you no matter what. Again, I think if you slow down the powering up, you can only get one at a time, so it's not as bad. So once this is down, the one closest to you blows up, the other side comes out. Now he's got the same idea as Akka, protect the mage immediately up, so you need to range it. He can hit you with range and mage, so these skulls, it's just red. If it's red skulls, then it's mage. The obelisk also sends out these lightning things, so you just get a little shadow on the floor, just run about 6 tiles away, you'll be fine. Get him down as quick as you can. He drops his core, you want to kill it as quickly as you can. If you've got a stab weapon, you'll always hit max. So as you can see, I'm hitting constant 155 there. When he comes back up, he changes his prayer, so in this case he's got melee and range. He's always got melee, so it's always range on mage. Kill him, keep doing it. The middle thing in the room, the obelisk, does this weird wall thing. Can be a bit intimidating, but you can run it at an angle and dodge it. Also has another special attack where it puts red lines in like this, like a fan. It's like a clock going around. Just stay in a gap all the time. Keep killing this warden down until he keeps bringing his core out. Keep killing the core, and eventually, yeah, he'll die. Our final boss, it's a bit of a letdown, but I am on entry mode, so I imagine when you turn the hardness up, it will become a bit more interesting. But yeah, I always feel like even though he's the first raid, there's no entry kind of mode. He is easily soloable, it's scalable. He's still a challenge no matter what level. This guy is a little bit pathetic, but again, when you put the difficulty up, it might be a bit harder. He also throws out another of these black things. There's basically, they call it a tomb. It always hits that square you stood on, so just make sure you leave the square. Once you kill this warden, the other one goes berserk and smashes the room up, rips it apart. And this happens. So always stand right, then left, then middle. He always rips the floors up, so right, left, middle. Easy as that. Keeps that range up because Akka Ghost will spawn on the left and he can do a fair bit of damage. After a few of these, you'll throw these skulls down, put a stab weapon as quick, just run around, stab them all, do a big hit on them, back to your range weapon. Same again, right, left, middle. So once you kill it, same idea as Akka, she heals herself up. These lightning spawns happen. Dodge them as much as you can, which also starts ripping the floor away. So this is a timed fight. You've got until the floor gets to you, kind of thing. You got the last line of defense. But yeah, keep hitting her, you'll get her down, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope some of you might want to play the game, and I'll see you in my next one. See you.